What's happening, guys? It's DKProRI, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls 3 The Convergence. We're coming swift in on the end of the game in terms of the base content. There's obviously the DLCs that we might want to consider. I've enjoyed this mod so much I may end up doing the DLCs too. So let us now go and see what awaits us at the either throne room of Lothric Castle. Okay. I didn't think the lift was there. I've made that mistake before. Didn't send the lift back down. Ran straight into a bottomless pit. So, we've got this bridge of shit. I don't know how running through this to the boss is going to be. That's how it's going to be. Okay. I really don't. I'd like the idea of running, of essentially having to take out those casters every time I want to fight the boss. So, I'm going to try it like that one more time, but if it doesn't work, I guess we're stuck doing it the hard way. Yeah, this is impossible. So, that sucks. You can no longer run through the gauntlet to get to the boss. So if the boss kills us every single time we want to run to the boss, we are going to have to take out those casters. I mean, we could take the other shortcut, I suppose. You know what, let's do that. I just want to get to the boss, so... we will take the other shortcut, the lift that takes us straight up. It's this one, isn't it? Should be a lift that brings us straight to the end of that bridge. Oh, he'll follow. at least gonna have to take him out. At any rate, let's get Buff, let's get Gru ready. Okay, I see what they've done here. They've buffed the younger prince. They've buffed his health, so it prolongs the fight. Okay. Knights remain, Soul of the Twin Princes, Cinders of a Lord, and Arcane Crystal. That was pretty standard. I mean, Gru came in and just massacred through the first phase, and then he himself got hurt quite badly. Oh, it's a great shield, cool. Yeah, Gru got melted in the second phase, but he was great in the first phase. And in the second phase, what happened was the younger prince had more health. That looks ominous. Yeah, the younger prince had more health, so it prolonged the fight, but the actual mechanics didn't change. So what does the soul get us now? Lorien's Greatsword, which is now an ultra greatsword that does pure fire damage. Interesting. You could do a strength pyro, but I think that's all it bags us. Again, if at any point I decide I want that weapon, if I decide to run a strength pyro, you know, I can just fight them again. No big deal. I guess let's just get some more vigor. Can't hurt to have more health. Warp to the realm of Moonlight. This must be where we find Pontiff then. It's gotta be where we find Pontiff. So this is completely new. Totally new. And just being near those ghosts, it initiates frostbite. There's a bonfire. Curious to see if there's any loot here. I doubt it. It's probably just an elaborate boss arena for Pontiff, which is fine because it looks awesome. May as well rest. I don't know. If Pontiff's boss arena has changed, I wonder how much his fight has changed. Let's find out. Let's get Gru ready. He's super focused on me right now. Not bothered about Gru at all. Mechanics seem to be the same right now. His shade, he mimics his shade, and now I'm stuck. Okay. So, hold on. What the shit? Okay. So, Pontiff is a different beast entirely now. He has 3 phases, as you saw. It's probably best to save Gru for that 3rd phase, although he'll probably get melted. So, I don't know what to do. Because again, I ain't doing that much damage. Let's get Gru in anyway, forget it. Just didn't get the heal off in time. So that attempt went in some ways it went better and in some ways it went worse. If we can keep Gru healed throughout the fight, that might be a really good strategy. He just doesn't seem to focus Gru so much. Like, he's really hell pressed. Gru's down already. Okay. This is tough. Really interesting what they've done here. Really interesting. I really can't keep Gru alive long enough though. Which is a shame. Gru's gone. And that was after I got a heal on him, so... Here we go again. Just as you think your build is capable of beating the game, the mod throws a boss at you that you just tickle. So yeah, not a good time. But we're gonna beat him. We are gonna beat him, that's for sure. Right, so Pontiff is a different kettle of fish now altogether, as we saw in those attempts I took at him in the episode itself. This was recorded after the fact. It probably took me about 6 attempts to beat him. And basically has his standard 2 phases, and I found that Gru was helpful in getting me through those phases quicker, but he wasn't going to be, you know, pushing me to victory. But what I tried to do was keep him alive for as long as possible. So life force heals me and it heals Gru. So I just kept trying to top Gru off, keep him ticking over as much as I could. Inevitably he'd get wiped out. I think this was the longest I actually managed to keep him alive. And this was the winning attempt. And essentially what Gru did for me in this battle is make the first 2 phases go quicker. So he's gone. Oh no, he's still around, but he gets killed very, very soon. he doesn't survive much longer. Like, I healed him, but he just got melted straight away. So now we're in the usual second phase of Pontiff, where he has his shade that mimics him. So the goal, like, is the same as ever. If you can kill the shade, cool. If not, focus Pontiff down. His moveset's the same as far as I can tell. His health pool's practically unchanged. So just bear in mind, with this being a 3-phase boss fight, you're going to want to get through it, those first 2 phases, quicker. Now we come to the 3rd phase. I get off a couple of virulent strikes at the start, just to do some extra damage and to get his health ticking down, but once the actual phase begins, he's going to teleport and jump around so much it's going to be really difficult to land a spell. So what I ended up doing was focusing on dodging. In fact, dodging was a priority over getting in damage. I would dodge, get 1, maybe 2 hits off if I staggered him like there, and then focus again on my dodging. Also, when it comes to healing, the same principle applied. I made sure that I was waiting for an opening to heal. So instead of panic healing and trying to get it done as quickly as possible, I would wait until I had just a few seconds, because if he sees you healing, he starts his rally and it's pretty much game over at that point. You can see that I probably need to top off, but I dodged him first. So dodging was my priority and just chipping away at his health with the halberd. I tried it two-handed here. Didn't seem to increase the damage that much, I think by like 15, 20 points. So because the one-handed hits were consuming less stamina, and with me doing so much dodging, I needed to manage my stamina, I just kept it one-handed. Dodge, 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 getting a hit. Those beams are normally quite easy to avoid. I just ran into that one because I didn't expect it. The one attack that he does have that you need to be wary of is he'll plunge his fiery sword into the ground here and then do that explosion. You need to have enough distance on him to get away from that, otherwise it chunks you, obviously. But essentially this third phase, prepare for a long battle, unless you're a melee, you're doing physical damage. I think again, there's two factors at play here. The third phase of Pontiff being entirely unique to the DLC means that his health pool is bigger, and also he'll have innate resistance to magic, and all my damage is magic. So I had to play the long game with him, just chip away at his health when I could, heal when I could. His attacks are quite easy to dodge if you bear in mind that you sort of have to dodge into him. And obviously, being the class that we are, we get that chip damage from the magic damage that we do on roll. It's only about 15 points of damage, so it's nothing remarkable. But it's there, and you're going to be doing a lot of rolling in this. I never actually thought to try Carapace, because I never felt like I couldn't beat this boss. I felt like I just had to be more patient, approach it slower, try to keep the pace at my control. And that's what I did in this attempt. I just made sure that I was dodging attacks and getting my attack 1 or even 2, just getting them in when I could. So it's a long battle, and you've got to be prepared for that. And that's why Gru was helpful for me at the start, because he makes those first 2 phases shorter, and therefore I'm going through less Estus, and I've got more to use in the 3rd phase. So yeah, here we finally take him out, just get that one last hit in. He blows me up, but I blow him away. So there we have it. Pontiff went down, and he is a brilliant boss now. Different kettle of fish entirely.